I'm actually really interested to get into y'all's opinions on this. Spot on, spot off. That was the worst All-Star race in the event's history.
Spot on.
Freddie,
spot on.
take it away.
Spot on. That was not an all-star race yesterday. That was a 350 lap exhibition race for I don't know what.
$1 million to win.
$1 million. That was it's paid $1 million since when? Probably like 2000. I would think. Like
my notes say it's sad to say, but $1 million just doesn't have that ring anymore. He won $1 million here at Eldora. Superman, Jonathan Davenport. It's like, wow, in dirt racing, $1 million is unreal. They're paying that over here for the All-Star race in NASCAR. It's like, maybe $5 million to win.
for me, first of all, it's the All-Star race. It was the longest race of the year so far. It was 4 hours long, or just shy of 4 hours long. The longest one before this is like 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Before dark, though?
Yeah, thank God for a 1 o'clock start.
Hell yeah.
But still, that's never going to happen again, so why even talk about it?
It needs to.
It definitely needs to. But listen, the format was awful. My favorite thing about the Open, about the All-Star race for years was the Open. You got to watch guys that don't get the chance to race for the win a lot. Obviously, they don't have a win. They're in there battling their asses off for a win to get in. And you end up with 2 guys or 3 guys out of the Open plus a fan vote. Well, now you got everybody in that first stage. Well, guess what happens on the first lap? An Open guy causes a wreck and wipes out your 3 most famous guys in the race, Larson, Blaney, and Chase Elliott. Yeah. Well, now, now what are we going to do?
Did they do away with the Open so that, like,
the Open guys, we all just raced.
But for travel, maybe because...
No, they were all there.
No,
we were all there. The whole field was there.
I mean, so that... People didn't get sent home that far away from here?
We did this in Texas, so they're not worried about that.
Okay.
But it's, I don't know what, like the whole premise of it just seemed completely backwards to me. And then by the time we're done wrecking, I look up and you're out there, a bunch of laps down. I'm like, you're still going to get in because there's only...
Hold on. We were not a bunch of laps down.
In the first stage, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking and I go, there's 26 cars. No matter what, they wanted 26 to start the last stage. And I'm like, there's only 23 on track, Tom. You're in. Like, and then of course the race depends on how many of us can get our wreck out of the garage and back out on the racetrack.
And that's what
it was so bad that all social media was shown was Junior Johnson from 1970 trying to get across the front straightaway and leave the racetrack. Ladies and gentlemen, the race is over for Junior Johnson's cars. He's trying to leave the facility, and that's what the memes all day yesterday.
The format was so crazy. I mean, I don't know how you're an average fan. I don't know how good of a job TV did covering.
I didn't know what the was going on at all.
6 guys, they're the best 6 average Open guys. But then we go to start the second stage. I don't know if you're listening to NASCAR while you're up there, but they're like, okay, here's the lineup: 42, 20, 16, 17, 34, 30, 42, 20, 35, 17.
Hike.
I go, okay, 42, 20, and the 35 are in the garage. And you're calling them to line up at the front of the field. I'm like, you don't even know what the hell's going on out here. How the f*** are you supposed to know?
I was...
Poor bad.
Listen, I
hated it for like the 5 and the 12 having to fix their cars to come out and be a second off, right?
Yeah.
They should have just said, you know what, let's just load this thing. Let the people that are still out on the track race, right? I mean, the rule should have been if you wreck, you're out. But all those 19 guys shouldn't even been until a 200 lapper, right? I mean,
that's the whole point of the damn Open is you kind of cut the field in half where you make sure that when we get down to race, you got your all-stars on the racetrack. 7 of us came out of the garage to start the third stage, the final stage, and it's like, and we all were junk. None of us had any speed. So now we got these guys just out here riding around the back while Denny's out there. Denny and Briscoe put on a good show, and Denny and Reddick put on a good show. But then you look after that, and it's all guys that are like teens and 20s in points, and the rest of the top 5. I mean, talk about how great of a day Zilich had. He was top 5. He's 30th in points. So
but he was good. He was
good. I mean, he was good.
He drove up the first stage too. I mean, I think he drove up to 15th. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was pretty good.
It's just
Ty Dillon had a good day no matter what.
For me, that was easily the worst All-Star race. And then you get down, it's like, okay, we've weeded the field down. Here comes the shootout. It's 200 laps.
An O'Reilly race.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my take on the All-Star race. Can you really make things exciting in the daytime? I mean, everybody goes and parties at night. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big NASCAR fan. I love this sport, but you gotta do exciting things at night because you can't see sparks in the day.
Yeah.
And that's what the All-Star, one hot night. Remember? That was our saying, one hot night. And they show sparks and, it just, I know it sounds really stupid, but you can't run that race in the daytime. They're going to continue to do it, but
Hope not.
What was the last time I did it? 91, right? Because one hot night was 92, wasn't it? That was the one when Davey and Kyle Petty wrecked at the end. So we haven't had one of these in 30-something years, probably. But, I don't know. Like, I think it just needs to go back to Charlotte. Because we got away from Charlotte because the race.
Wilkesboro, too.
Well, Wilkesboro wasn't bad, but Wilkesboro needs a point race because the race will be better because we got more cars out there and we'll be able to pass each other when we cut.
They got that outside group working on these intermediate tracks.
Yeah. And like the racing at Charlotte, we got away from there because the package at the time sucked, and we were changing the package and running that really. I remember the one year we ran that really low horsepower, high downforce. We were basically drafting. We got away from Charlotte because the racing there was not good, but now the racing there is great. So let's just go back there, have your open like you should have, where you got guys like that don't win every week. Eric Jones put on a show this weekend. I thought really good job in qualifying, really good job in the race. He probably would have won the Open and had something to hang his hat on, but like now he just gets like a congratulations, you finished third or fourth, and move along. You get your same whatever how much money it is for $30,000 to go to move on to the next race. But and then have a true short segment at the end where you mix it up a little bit and see, like, just do something. But